Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's SwissTalk. We hope you continue to do well and are delighted to have so many of you joining us here. We hope to see you in person very soon as restrictions seem to get lifted in general. In fact, we have some great news and are excited to announce our borders reopening to fully vaccinated Americans on June 28th. And we'll be happy to share more details about that after the Geneva part. So stay tuned. So for those of you who don't know us yet, we are all three here based in New York City. And today we have chosen our favorite background, all reachable in under 2 hours from Geneva. Myself, Caroline, here with the background of the beautiful local vineyards, Natalie in our capital city of Bern in front of the Parliament building, and Maite in Vevey on Lake Geneva. We are your one-stop shop for all you need for your business events and are happy to guide you through any RFPs and assist you on anything Swiss related. So now let's get to today's SwissTalk. We have an interactive session with our partner destination Geneva coming up, and we'll cover more information about Switzerland after we learned everything about Geneva.
Thank you, Caroline. Before we begin, let's go through a few technicalities first, if you're new to our SwissTalks, that is. So our aim is to make the next 30 minutes as interactive, as fun as can be, and therefore we suggest that you change your chat box settings to send to panelists and attendees so that everybody can see each other's messages, and you'll see that it'll actually be needed in a later stage during this session. And the session is also recorded, so you receive that recording tomorrow in our follow-up. And we appreciate that you send us your questions during the registration form, and we'll try to cover those as much as possible today.
Indeed, and we have more good news, and many airlines, including Swiss International Airlines, will expand schedules from mid-summer onwards and are reintroducing long-haul routes, for example, from Boston, LA, and also Miami, and we hope that more will follow very soon. And if your clients are traveling from Europe, it's even easier for them to get to Switzerland.
Indeed, Caroline. So Switzerland is only a few steps away from many European destinations, be it a short flight or train ride. For example, Paris or Milan are only a 3 to 4 hour train ride away from Geneva. But our impeccable train system also serves all of Switzerland. So if your group is staying in Geneva, for example, they can easily do day trips to other Swiss destinations like Lausanne and Bern.
So before we start, we'd love to know who has been to Geneva. We know we have a mixed audience here, so please use the chat box and share with us, excuse me, who's been, whether it's been in transit only, or if you've had a private trip, excuse me, or if you've been there with a group, and maybe also when it was. It'd be exciting to see.
So we already have 2 people who have been, 3, good, excited to see that. Any more? Maybe any programs, which we would love to see. Private trip, that's good too. Great destination for a private trip. And if there are no more coming in, oh, one more actually. One more from Mexico has been awesome.
Cool. So obviously you can use the chat box. We'll be looking at that in between. But now we're honored to welcome our guest speaker, who is currently at a very special location. It is my pleasure to introduce Kristelle from the Geneva Tourism Convention Bureau. Kristelle, the floor is yours.
Perfect. Good morning, everyone, and bonjour from my beautiful hometown, Geneva. Today, for this SwissTalk, I wanted to introduce you to Geneva through another format, to another presentation format, actually, and to share with you information that you might find unexpected about my beautiful hometown. All of this in order for you to inspire and have some good storytelling to attract and share with your client. And to do so, we're actually going to play the game Two Truths and a Lie that I'm sure you're all familiar with, right? So let's make it fun. How this will work. Together, we'll be playing a game. I'll be giving you 3 statements about Geneva. You will have to choose which one is a lie and share your answer in the chat box. And the most active participant with the correct answer will receive a Geneva Delicatessen basket. So let's start with a trial about me. So my name is Kristelle and I was born and raised in Geneva. That's statement A. Statement B, I am Swiss, French, Italian, and Filipina. Statement C, my least favorite food dish is Swiss cheese fondue. You can answer in the chat box. Let's see.
Okay, let me see here. C, oh my God, everybody thinks that you don't like fondue. I am shocked. So will you put people out of their misery and please tell them?
Right, of course. Actually, the lie is statement C. I could die for Swiss cheese fondue and I can eat it all year long. I mean, from summer heat to winter cold. Thank you. So maybe first, as a key introduction, why Geneva and why should you think about us to organize your next event? You learn about it during our game, but the top 4 reasons to organize your events are the fact that we're a destination very easy to access from everywhere in the world. We are a global knowledge hub where innovation and expert makes history. We've got high quality meetings, facilities, and from beautiful hotels to unexpected venues. And we are a destination fun and attractive to experience. From outdoor activities to luxurious watchmaking class, anything goes in Geneva. With the second largest international airport after Zurich, Geneva Airport offers direct flight to over 140 destinations. Direct from New York City, Washington, DC, Montreal. And Geneva is also very easy to access from another European city. For instance, we offer direct TGV train from Paris to Geneva within 3 hours, 9 times a day. Talking about accessibilities, let's get back to our game. Statement A, it only takes 7 minutes by train to travel from Geneva International Airport to the city center. Statement B, the closest country border from Geneva is Italy, and the quickest way to reach it is through the Mont Blanc Tunnel. Statement C, from Geneva, you can enjoy a 3 country in a day. Breakfast in Geneva, lunch in Chamonix, afternoon in Aoste in Italy. Let's see who get it right.
Okay, we have some C's, some A's. Oh, it's very mixed here. C, A, 1B, mostly A's and C's so far. So we were looking for the lie, not the truth.
Actually, statement B is a lie. The actual closest country border from Geneva is France, not Italy. But it is actually very easy to travel to Italy thanks to the Mont Blanc Tunnel. And the rest is absolutely right. Yes, within 7 minutes, you can travel from the airport to the city center, which is a unique selling point. And yes, you can offer 3 countries in a day program to your guests. The day might be intense, but it is possible. Getting back to our presentation, well, Geneva is located in the west end side of Switzerland. And we're the second largest city in Switzerland, but we have 200,000 inhabitants in town only. And we're in the French-speaking area, but English is spoken by 40% of our population. And as you can see in this map, our destination is big, but we are a quite small town. Nearly everything can be done by walking in Geneva. We are a cosmopolitan city where 190 nationalities are represented. We are home to 35 international organizations, including the UN, the CERN, the Red Cross, the WTO, as well as 250 NGOs. And this allows us to be so-called the international capital of Switzerland. And Speaking about international, well, we are very proud to be considered as the capital of peace and freedom, as well as home for diplomacy. And guess what? By chance, today is a very special day for us in Geneva, as we are hosting at the moment the international summit between President Biden and President Putin. And actually, at the moment, I'm at the conference center, SCIG, coordinating more than 1,000 media coming over for this event. So imagine how big it is for our city. But let's get back to our game. When you host an event in an international destination, you're also interested to know what type of free services this destination can offer you and your guests, as well as what does this destination do to promote itself abroad. So let's see if you guess it right here. Statement A. In 2016, Geneva has developed a promotional campaign offering 10,000 overnight for free to its visitors. Statement B. Public transportation is free of charge for any visitors staying in our hotel, including bus, tram, train, and boat. Statement C. Geneva Tourism is a one-stop shop for any event and meeting organizer, offering free services such as venue search, bid preparation support, site inspection arrangements, and many more. Who got it right?
Okay, we see some guesses coming in here. A few of you are still sending it only to panelists, and while I love seeing them by myself, please share them with everybody so we can change it to panelists and attendees. So I think mostly A and B.
Actually, statement A is a lie. Indeed, we've developed a promotional campaign offering 1,000 nights, not 10,000, for free to our visitors. This has helped us to promote Geneva on an international level. And yes, we offer public transportation for any travelers staying in our hotels from the moment of their check-in until end of day of their checkout. And yes, we are a fantastic one-stop shop for any event or meeting organizer. We've got fantastic meeting facilities and amazing venues in Geneva. We have 2 large conference centers, the one that I am at the moment, the SCIG, more than 127 hotels, which represent approximately 10,000 rooms, 36 conference hotels from 3 to 5 star. And well, all of them have suffered and are still suffering a lot from the sanitary crisis. But I'm happy to share that 80% of them have now reopened. But please don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you're having a hard time to contact them, especially the sales hotel, because not everyone is back at the office yet. I'll be very happy to help. Back to our 2 truths and a lie. Can you spot the lie in this one? Statement A. Palexpo is one of Switzerland's largest fully integrated international convention and exhibition center under one roof. Statement B. Amongst its 127 accommodation properties, Geneva has the largest hotel in Switzerland. Statement C. Amongst its 36 conference hotels, Geneva has the largest conference room in Switzerland.
Okay, let's see what's coming in here. B. Still a little bit mixed, but I feel like I'm seeing B the most.
All right. Well, statement C was a lie. We don't have the largest conference room in Switzerland, but the rest is right. Actually, Palexpo is actually used as a vaccinodrome at the moment, with over 160 vaccine rooms available there. This venue solo, only this venue, provides 4,000 injections a day. So yes, it's a huge place to be. And as I mentioned earlier, well, a good storytelling can help you to inspire your client. So let's see if you've got some stories right. Statement A. The Jet d'eau Geneva landmark was not supposed to be a water fountain, but was originally built to control and release the excess pressure of a hydraulic plant. Statement B. The Jet d'eau is running all year long, 24 hours 7, and is taken care by 5 retirement volunteers. And statement C. The iconic Geneva floor clock has the longest second hand in the world, at 8.2 feet, 2.5 meters.
Okay. Still some of you not sharing it with everybody, but I can see it. And I think that, I think that's probably the most mixed one so far.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, the lie was behind statement B. The jet d'eau is not running all year long and not 24/7. Unfortunately, it's closed 1 month per year and turned off during the night. Nevertheless, it is right that it is taken care by 5 retirement volunteers. It's also true that our flower clock has the longest second hand in the world and is actually also an iconic symbol of Geneva as the cradle of high-end watchmaking. Well, you can buy watches everywhere in Switzerland, but there are only few places where the watch are still manufactured, and Geneva is one of them. And if you've got, well, PP watch, I don't, but if you have one, have a look at it. It mentioned Geneva on the dial. As having Geneva as a key place for convention and watchmaking, we hold every year the International High-End Watchmaking Trade Show, gathering more than 20,000 people in town. I'm sure you'll find it fun to share those insider tips to your client. Moving forward as Geneva, the innovation hub. Did you know that we are home to many scientific inventions? Let's get the truth. Statement A, the hand sanitizer, after having been formulated in the 70s, the hand sanitizer gel has been developed and democratized by the Geneva doctor Didier Pittet. Statement B, the World Wide Web was invented by the British scientist Tim Berners-Lee at the CERN in 1989. And statement C, Johann Jakob Schwepp, a Geneva watchmaker, jeweler, and scientist, invented the worldwide famous beverage ginger ale.
Okay,
Who got it right?
Some people have already put their guesses in. It's again very mixed. We had a few B's though.
I'm glad. It means that you're learning a lot.
But not that many C's.
Actually, the lies behind statement C. Johann Jakob Schweppes did not invented ginger ale, but soda water. He was able to artificially introduce carbon dioxide into mineral water. And the addition of carbon dioxide was considered at that time to have medicinal properties. And well, yes, it's in Geneva that sanitizer gel was developed and democratized. I'm sure that you might have read newspapers about Didier Pittet, the doctor. And yes, World Wide Web was invented in Geneva at the CERN and originally conceived and developed to meet the demand for automatic information sharing between scientists around the world. The Globe of Science at the CERN is actually a fantastic and unexpected venue for meetings. Last chapter, Geneva as the natural playground. Back to our game. Statement A. This is going to be funny. Geneva is Switzerland's third largest wine producing canton. Winery visits and wine tasting experience are available quite every year. So not every year, all year long. Statement B. In Geneva, you can taste a cheese fondue made from local bison milk. It is very easy to take a chance to experience the city unexpected cheese gastronomy. Do you think it's right? And statement C, with 2 rivers running through town, Geneva has prime rapids right as its doorstep. You can enjoy river rafting experience for your group when visiting Geneva. Who got it right?
So which one is the lie? I have to say I was rather shocked by the fact that that is almost a lie. Let's see, a lot of A's, a few B's. Oh, it's very mixed. It's very mixed, but I understand your confusion.
All right. Well, in Geneva, you can taste bison meat, not milk. Some of the finest restaurants in town, as well as catering companies, locally source their products. So it's easy to find bison meat in some of the finest restaurants. You'll always find in Geneva the tastiest gastronomic option for your event. And I mean, from wine tasting, from fantastic wine tasting experience to exclusive Michelin-starred meals, anything is possible. And yes, you can go rafting in Geneva. So great activity for incentives. And talking about rafting, there is also so much more to offer as outdoor adventures for groups in Geneva. In Geneva, you can go for beautiful hikes. You can have a paragliding experience. You would actually take off from France with the closest mountain, the Celève mountain, and you will land in Switzerland, 2 countries in one jump. You can go and have some fishing trip. You can have some water sport activities. We're a real natural playground. It was fun, but to end up this game and this presentation, I wanted to share with you a sample of what you can do in Geneva in 3 days. I would say that during your first day, your guests have to start with the iconic. As most of our hotels are facing the beautiful jet d'eau, I would go there for a walk, and I will follow by a walking tour, a guided walking tour in the old town. Then on the second day, I will go a little further and then the city center and meet maybe with Carouge, a lovely neighborhood with farmer market in Italian vibes. Then I'll bring your group in a nice cruise over a Belle Epoque boat on Lake Geneva. Then I will finish the program with the last day with, and this is my favorite part, a chocolate workshop and maybe a wine tasting or a cheese fondue experience on a tuk-tuk exploring our amazing vineyard as I did in these pictures. Ta-da! You'll find all my contact details right here. Don't hesitate to get in touch with me for any further requests, or if you're considering Geneva for your next event, for your next meeting, it will be my pleasure to host you. I will now let Natalie share with you who is our lucky winner, and also take the opportunity to thank her as it's her last SwissTalk at Switzerland Tourism. Thank you very much, Natalie.
Thank you, Kristelle. And yes, bravo indeed to all of you who participated. I'm glad to see that so many of you were guessing along. It was very hard to decide though, because the chat was just flowing by. But I think we have to give the win to Bridget Chisholm. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bridget. I'll be happy to send you a beautiful delicatessen basket right from Geneva.
Okay, so also from my side, thank you so much, Kristelle, and also Natalie for your voting there. Yes, I think Kristelle deserves a special thank you for managing this SwissTalk live from Geneva today. You can see anything is possible with our Swiss partners. She's not only managing the entire press center there with the conference happening, but also always available for her clients that always come first. And if I may just say, listening to it all, I had 2 memories coming back. One was doing river rafting in Geneva, and that is a long, long time ago when I started working for the Swiss CVB, and it was so much fun. And the other experience that is yet to be done is visiting the CERN. So although I've been there many times, there is still a lot to see. And we do hope that Kristelle was able to transport you to Geneva and also show you so many unexpected things that you can do there. And now back to some serious business again. Basically, I did mention at the beginning that our borders are opening on June 28th, and I'm sure you're all having your questions and you're wondering what it is. And we've tried to summarize it as quickly and as easy as possible, which Natalie will be able to share with you now.
Yes, so to keep it short and simple, as Caroline said, fully vaccinated travelers from the US are allowed to enter Switzerland again as of June 28. This is still to be ratified by our parliament on the 23rd. This means that no quarantine or negative test will be required. Only valid vaccines approved by the WHO, which you heard is situated in Geneva, funnily enough, are accepted. This applies to all vaccines that are administered in the US, so that shouldn't be a problem. It also applies for Mexico. Unfortunately, though, Canada is still on the list of risk countries due to the new, or not new anymore, Delta variant of the virus. And therefore, Canadians cannot enter Switzerland quite yet, although we do hope this changes soon. We are very happy, though, that Switzerland has been reopening, such as indoor dining is possible again, and events are now also permitted for half the capacity of the venue, or up to 300 pax outdoors and 100 pax indoors. And this will continue increasing as the situation improves. On the link that you see here, you can find all of the necessary details that you may need for your planning.
And talking about planning, we're here to help you to plan your next event in Switzerland. We'd like to inspire you with some activity ideas. Some of you may know the country really does offer a perfect setting for any type of events that you may have. And from Geneva, for example, you can take a day trip to the famous village of Gruyère. Yes, that's where the cheese comes from. And you and your groups can visit this beautiful village, which has a stunning castle, and you can taste cheese and chocolate there. And you can even rent and privatize the entire village for your groups. And I saw earlier on a comment in the chat box from Renato. Some of you may know him. Renato is actually our DMC partner in Switzerland, and we've worked together for a lifetime. And it's fun working with him. And again, a partner you can really, really rely on to. I see he's saying hello to everyone. Just in case, you can put your email in here and people can reach out to you too. Okay, that's it from me here.
And yes, indeed, you can experience a variety of traditional activities like the cheese just mentioned before. Give your group an unforgettable memory by trying flag throwing. Yes, you heard that right. Or visiting a cheese dairy or a chocolate factory. Or if you'd prefer a proper Lake Geneva experience, you can also visit one of the many Lavaux vineyards and taste our delicious Swiss wine. And did you know that only a small percentage of Swiss wine gets exported? So it is a very special treat to be able to try it when you're in Switzerland.
And it is delicious. But also speaking about fun facts, we created a new page on myswitzerland.com with a lot of surprising facts about Switzerland that you may not have heard of before, and they may also help you pitch, like when you present Switzerland or when you do your own presentation, which by the way, we can help you with too, in case you need anything for that. So for example, did you know that the Jungfraujoch that you actually see on this picture here is the highest train station in Europe? And it's a wonderful setting for any type of event on the top of the Alps. Just in case you're wondering, you can privatize this place too for up to 40 people. And it offers a truly breathtaking view of the mountains, and you are in pure nature.
And as we are on the theme of unexpected facts, did you know that you can visit our parliament? As you can see here behind me. Our capital of Bern is only a 2-hour train ride away from Geneva and about an hour from Zurich. And while you can tour the building, you can also have incredible views from the terrace on the other side. And they go as far as the Swiss Alps.
Thank you, Natalie. This building in Bern is so beautiful, and to visit with it as well. But now, before we answer the question in the chat box, let me take you virtually to Basel, where I have a new for you. As you may know, Basel will open its door to a second 5-star hotel. This hotel is actually the Movenpick Hotel Basel that you can see on the slides. And this hotel will have 264 rooms and will have 16 flexible conference rooms as well. It is actually the former Hilton hotel. So it's located in the middle of the city, just a few steps away from the train station. So it's pretty convenient convenient, and it's really well located for you and your groups.
Thank you, Maite, for this update from my hometown. Excited for this opening. And now let's see if we have any questions in the chat box. There was already one regarding the entry for non-vaccinated packs, which I have replied to, so you should all see that. We will definitely keep you posted if this changes, but unfortunately for now, that's what it is. Are there any other questions for Kristelle, for Geneva maybe, or for us about activities, traveling in Switzerland, traveling to Switzerland? Is Geneva available for events by November? Kristelle?
By what date, sorry?
November.
Well, yes, at the moment we're already booking. We've already received bookings for November. Not all of the venues are available, but depending on the size of your group, yes, from November you can still organize events in Geneva.
Thank you, Kristelle. And we are in touch with you, Mauricio, anyway for this, right? So hopefully this can happen this year. Anybody else? What was the hotel count for Geneva? Do you mind?
127, which represents approximately 10,000 rooms.
And how many rooms did the largest hotel have?
496, and it's actually the largest hotel. The largest. Yeah, you've you've answered the question.
Perfect. Feel free to continue to put the questions in if you have any more whilst we just wrap up this SwissTalk, but we will be looking out for more questions anyway. And for now, it is time to take a little trip and travel to our next SwissTalk destination, which is going to be Lausanne, which is only 45 minutes journey by train or coach, or you can even do a relaxing boat ride as on this picture, which will obviously take you a little bit longer. So before we end today's SwissTalk, I'd like to thank Maite and Natalie here in New York, and hope that together we sparked your interest in our upcoming SwissTalk in August, and we'd love for you to join us. And a special thank you definitely goes out to Kristelle for playing the game with you, giving you an update on Geneva in hopefully an unexpected way and a little bit different. And we do hope that you have learned a lot, but I'm pretty sure you have, because even for us, it was very informative when we prepared this SwissTalk, and it was a lot of fun. And any feedback that you have, please share it with us too. And this now leaves me, as you've heard, Kristelle has already mentioned it before. It is a very special SwissTalk in a lot of ways. And I have a very melancholy heart, both happy and a little sad, as I share the news that Natalie has decided to resign her position to pursue her dream of becoming a veterinary nurse, and that in Ireland. So on behalf of the Swiss CVB and also all our partners, I want to thank Natalie for all her contributions to our team over the years. I do hope that you all join me, I know you do, in wishing her a happy and successful new chapter, and hope her new career brings her the fulfillment she desires. So thank you, Natalie, from everyone, for being a great team member. You shall be dearly missed.
Thank you so much. Don't get me emotional here. I'm still trying to be in the work mode. But I have to say, it is very weird to have a last webinar after years of doing webinars or SwissTalks.
So yes. So we look forward to having you all with us for our hopefully upcoming SwissTalks. You will get the recording of this. If there's any other questions, I don't think there are, feel free to reach out directly to Kristelle. As you can tell, she is your local expert. She has all the connections, including the private press room for VIP events. So keep that in mind too. And here in New York, Maite will stay here and Natalie's here till the end of the month. So thank you everyone for joining us today. It's always a pleasure working with you. Any questions you have, clearly at the moment with the border opening and everything, check our website. We put up the information on there regularly, or just email us or call us. And we do hope to see you all very soon in person again, either here or in Switzerland. Thank you, everyone, and continue to take care and see you soon. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And bye-bye.
Bye.